Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL news cycle over the past few days, you know that the Detroit Lions are making some serious moves as they gear up for the upcoming season. And no, we're not just talking about the usual roster tweaks or draft picks. There's a major development that could have a ripple effect throughout the NFC North and beyond, and it's all centered around a player who, despite being a bit older, still has the skills and experience to make a real difference. That player, of course, is Stephon Gilmore. With the NFL season just around the corner, teams are in a mad scramble to finalize their rosters, especially after the cutdown day. Every spot counts, and teams are looking at the remaining free agents who could step in and fill some critical needs. For the Lions, one glaring area that still needs reinforcement is their secondary, particularly the cornerback position. As it stands, the Lions' cornerback depth chart features DJ Reed, Terrion Arnold, and Khalil Dorsey. But if you're a Lions fan, you know that's not enough to confidently face the explosive offenses coming up in the NFC North and across the league. The NFC North, as you well know, is a division that keeps evolving, with teams like the Minnesota Vikings and Green Bay Packers always looking to improve, and the Chicago Bears making big moves in the offseason. The Lions, after a solid season last year, are aiming higher, and their secondary needs to be as stout as ever if they want to make a real push towards the playoffs, let alone a deep postseason run. That's where Stephon Gilmore comes into the picture. Gilmore, who has played for 13 seasons in the NFL, is a veteran cornerback with a wealth of experience. His career stats speak volumes. He's allowed just a 56.9% completion rate over his entire career, which is impressive when you consider the level of quarterbacks he's faced. On top of that, he's accumulated 34 interceptions and 107 pass breakups. These numbers aren't just stats. They're a testament to his ability to read the game, his coverage skills, and his knack for making plays when it matters most. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Gilmore isn't in his prime anymore. And that's true, no doubt about it. But even in the later stages of his career, he remains a disruptive force. His veteran savvy, combined with his physical skills, can elevate the entire secondary of a team like Detroit. It's not just about adding depth, it's about adding a leader. A player who can mentor the younger cornerbacks, like Terrion Arnold, and help shape the Lions' defensive mindset for the season. And let's not forget, signing someone like Gilmore isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about sending a message. The Lions are serious about contending, about making a statement this season that they're here to stay, and that they're willing to make bold moves to achieve that goal. It's also about the division. If the Lions can lock down the pass game against their rivals, they immediately improve their chances of winning the NFC North and making a real impact in the playoffs. Now, let's talk about what Gilmore brings on the field. As I mentioned earlier, his ability to limit completion percentages is one of his biggest strengths. Opposing quarterbacks have rarely been comfortable throwing his way, knowing that he's capable of making clutch plays. His 34 interceptions over his career show that he's a ball hawk, someone who can change the momentum of a game with a timely pick. And those 107 pass breakups. They're evidence of his coverage skills and his ability to disrupt routes just when the offense needs to be precise. For the Lions, adding Gilmore would create a more versatile and experienced secondary. DJ Reed, who's been solid on the boundary, would benefit from Gilmore's presence, as he could learn from him and develop his own game further. Khalil Dorsey, still relatively young, would have a reliable veteran to lean on in critical moments. And Terrion Arnold, the promising rookie, could absorb valuable lessons from someone like Gilmore, accelerating his growth and making him a more confident player from day one. Of course, integrating a veteran like Gilmore into the team isn't just about what he can do on the field. It's also about the locker room presence. He's been through the ups and downs of an NFL career, faced some of the best quarterbacks in the league, and come out on top more often than not. That kind of leadership is invaluable, especially for a team that's on the cusp of something bigger. The Lions have a talented roster, a solid coaching staff, and now, perhaps, a new piece that could push them over the edge. Looking ahead, the expectations for Detroit are sky high. Fans are dreaming about a deep playoff run, maybe even a Super Bowl appearance, and every move in the roster matters. The addition of Gilmore, if it happens, could be the missing piece that turns a good team into a great one. His presence would bolster the secondary against the NFC's elite passing attacks, and his leadership could inspire the entire defense to elevate their game. Now, let's consider the broader context. The NFL is a league where experience often makes the difference in close games. Having an edge in coverage, especially against top-tier quarterbacks, can be the difference between a playoff victory and an early exit. The Lions, with their offensive weapons and a solid front seven, need a secondary that can hold up under pressure. Gilmore's proven track record suggests he can do just that, even if he's not in his early 20s anymore. And speaking of the season ahead, the Lions' schedule will be tough. They'll face high-powered offenses, tough defenses, and must navigate the challenges of a competitive NFC. Securing a reliable cornerback like Gilmore could be the strategic move that helps them contain those explosive offenses, especially in critical moments. The NFC North is always competitive, but with Gilmore in the mix, Detroit could add a layer of resilience and confidence that might just be enough to tilt the scales in their favor. As we look at the big picture, the Lions' front office is clearly making calculated moves. They want to build a team that's not only competitive, but also capable of competing for championships in the coming years. Gilmore's signing would send a clear message to the division and the league. Detroit is here to contend, and they're willing to do what it takes to get there. Every season, the NFL surprises us, and this could be one of those moments where a veteran addition like Gilmore makes all the difference. So, for all you Lions fans out there, keep your eyes peeled. The next few days could be crucial. Will we see Gilmore donning the Honolulu blue? If so, it'll be a move that many fans have been waiting for, and it could reshape the Lions' defensive identity for years to come. Imagine the impact of having a seasoned vet guiding your young cornerbacks, disrupting the top offenses, and stepping up when it matters most. That's exactly the kind of upgrade Detroit needs to take that next step. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential signing? Do you think Gilmore can still make a big impact? Are you excited about the idea of seeing him in the Lions' secondary? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come for our beloved team.